And hello there, everyone. Osage Orange here, and welcome to another episode of Titan Quest: The Loot Grind. We are here on episode number 227 of this series. Do appreciate everybody who has come out. I hope that your guys' time zone, whatever your guys' time zone is most wunderbar. So on the agenda for today, we of course are going to be continuing some fun in legendary level Hades. My canopy was momentarily somewhere else because I was just thinking about some of the stuff I had to process off cam. There was a couple epic level things that I did off cam, but figured we'd continue our adventures in epic level Hades for a little bit of a further distraction from our stuff. So, from our quest to get some good loot from Valhalla and all that, Asgard. I just figure, let's just do a little bit of additional, just take a little bit of additional breakage from that. All right. So I have done some stuff off cam, as I was alluding to. Did some stuff as said off cam. Just want to get, come on, get these Lamia's tree. Come on, you bad dames. Thank you. Thank you. You just gotta love it when, you get so distracted trying to do just the little itty bittiest little stuff. And, so yeah, it's just, doing standard loot stuff. Hello, ladies. I remember, I know I've talked about this before, how I've always kind of thought of Lamia's. I don't remember if they're actually, if these are, unique to the game or if they were actually, actual creatures, for Greek mythology. But I've always kind of thought about them as female centaurs. And I'm being a dum-dum. I'm being a total dum-dum. I did... Yeah. The loot I was processing off cam, I forgot to, I forgot to go get my potions back up. I'm a dum-dum. Yeah, these couple things right here, some stuff I picked up as part of the, excuse me, the loot stuff and all that. I'm not going to worry too much about XP stuff for now. At 22.57 million to the next level, so I mean, technically, yeah, we could, let's just go ahead and grab a, I right-clicked trying to use it, and I right-clicked it back into the my inventory there. Silly tree. So yeah, I did do some might be worth keeping. Not bad. 30K. see what those guys were rated for. Chill of Tartarus. Yay. You try this on me, sucker. Come on. Thank you. Got another hero baddie over here, guys. Take him on. No Mister of the Ashes. Whoa! Whoa! We have a thing! We have a thing. Come here, dude. Should have that. Welcome to Undeath. I recall that I got that. I just wanted to reread. I recall that I've got that stowed somewhere in inventory. I know that on our last week's episode, you know, I went and checked, and it had been at the time 2 or 3 weeks since the vault had been updated. I was like, "Oh, yay! Vault update! Yes!" Yeah. There we go. Just a little bit of loot organizing. You know, as much as it's a hassle to have to go sorting through all the loot and all that, getting to, you know, just have some fun. Bashing baddies is always good. And I know the old story of playing OGTQ and finally getting a gold edition and getting, you know, worn out. Come on, Lamias. It's an old story, but sometimes that's what happens. Is I got burned out on the game. That's why, of course, as I've said, we don't do loot grind when we're in main season stuff. Let's quickly Rebirth Fountain. Don't you try this, Skellies! Come here, Lich. Lots of you are having too much bloody fun. Too much bloody fun y'all be having. Hello there, Mackay. Let's put you all in your place, shall we? Come here, dude. Thank you. And you die too. Said, I know I've been talking about wanting to get my stuff upgraded and all that. We might just go ahead and head back to with wanting to use the vault to do our make up a new Tartarus super suit. But include some really buff stuff from Ragnarok. I'm just getting the urge to go back and wanted to do that. Oh, another Chill of Tartarus. There's just part of me that is now really wanting to get on that urge. For the simple fact that, we've got in our, I've shown you guys here in the inventory. Let's go do that. We'll go here to Asgard. Because, of course, we don't have the stuff here. But, guys over here, Department of Duh. We've got, this sort of stuff right here that's got, tremendous health regen. And me wanting to have that sort of stuff shunted over onto stuff like this, or, like the Conqueror's Panoply stuff. Wanting to do that is, for me, in part, a big, big deal. That's right, we gotta compare these hearts. This one sucks, so we will sell that one. That was part of the stuff I did off cam. I recall that I've tinkered those with the it's either the should have been the legendary craftsmanship, whatever it's called. Yeah, we'll over here we'll transfer over our little bit of loot stuff there. Put that over just so I can double check. Please don't be a Loki chest. Wunderbar. So I'm going to take the opportunity here to get that little bit of extra stuff. We'll head over quickly here to the east. Come on. We'll go ahead and take the Diverger secret passage. Yes, we could always start from the portal there in Asgard. But at the same time... Ah! Oh, no, not tree. You done goof, son. Just trying to sell the ring right beside it. Don't be a dum-dum tree. worth hooting about. For now, that's all. Silly dame. Impatient. Impatient you be. Impatience. Alright, the north. Darklands. Like I said, it's part of me, really wishes that we could just find the good stuff I want. But we will always have to worry about some of the stuff. Now, some of what I did on off cam this past week is it's part of the reason why I haven't been live. Is I've been doing some stuff in the Eternal Embers campaign. Like I said, it's opened my coming back to it. Like I said, it's essentially Atlantis again, but worse in its own way. I guess not quite an A for efforts, but an A for trying. And stupid Diverger. I want to go say hi to Gnar and Australis. If I could get some of these Diverger right here too. A little bit extra loot wouldn't go amiss. Asturian Gnar. Sue all you want there, son. Just the... We are eventually going to get ourselves to the point to where I feel that we can spend some of this here Electrum. But of course, we are still going to work toward that. And getting that money. I'll sue all you want, son. Yeah, eventually I do, like I said, I do want to get some more of that stuff. Part of this is also making me want to play Minecraft because, of course, going for a dwarven base and all that. I'm doing a little bit of mining off cam and all that. Oh, glitch there. Oh, why am I... Tree! Gone the wrong way, son. What else says Majesty? Oh, I know I have that formula. One of the things that happened when I was busy doing off-camera grinding was I got the Eye of Ra, and I couldn't. And I was going to myself, finding myself thinking, "Wait a minute, do I have access to the Eye of Ra?" And so I set it aside just to check. And do I have this arcane formula? And turns out, yes, I did. I think a lot of people would agree that, or at least a fair number of people would agree, that Ragnarok should have been the final DLC. The first and only DLC. And, that's right. I'm gonna go ahead and mute the game here because of the acoustic sound effects and all that being a thing for stuff here on YouTube. Very eater, I'll take that. Yeah, now that I've played Eternal Embers, I can, as said, I pretty much agree with a lot of people thinking that it's not, it wasn't the best idea for THQ Nordic to pursue. I mean, some of the stuff in there is good, but they should have done what they should, instead of, me personally, I think they should have just done, what they've been, the various patches since Eternal Embers, patching in like the Electrum and Tartarus and the Chaos Dungeons. They should have done that, just done that sort of thing instead of develop Eternal Embers. Do a final little bit of polish. As I've said, I know it's wishful thinking, but I wish they'd go ahead and release. There's mapped in this game programming. They've got arcane some arcane formula, some developed, some unnamed, undeveloped. And they should, like I said, they should have just done that sort of stuff. Saying the Alfheim Warriors here. I know we've got like an MCU, the 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 Thor / Norse mythology stuff. But I'm really suddenly found myself thinking about a trip I went to visit 4 years ago now. God, has it really been that long? God, it's eh. But the trip to Creative Ants to visit her and partner in art, get to go see. Ooh, hello, another Majesty there. I'll take those bracers. But the one local bookstore that they went that was in town, in their small town. It's not small town, but it's more of a smaller town. But finding Black Blade Blues by J.A. Pitts. The Sarah Bohal series. As I told them, one of the days that I was there, it's like, I just want to poke around town. And that's how I found, there's, I was just, wanting to, I'd ever usually gone down to see Creative Ant and all that, and, come on. So yeah, it was just, it's like I never really went into town because they lived on one side of town. It was fairly near the highway to go see them, where she lives and all that. Oh, you can taste my axes, son. It's fairly near the highway that, on the side of town. That, come on, thank you. It's just on the side of town that was just the highway that from Treelandia to go see Primary Treelandia to get down to Creative Ants, and and it's just easy, it's really didn't have as much time to go into town as much as I'd like, and then to say, and they say, well, we gotta, Tree, we gotta be in it, we gotta be at work and all that. I was like, and I said, that's all right. I'll come by your business, see what you girls got going on. You and your other folks, because they have several other in their business. They have several other people that work with them. They're the leading partners, of course, of the business. But there we go. But it's just one of these things where it's just these things where just trying to get in and get to visit a little bit more town. All right, so and they were like, "Okay, Tree, if you want to, but that's you're here for a couple days. If you want to poke around town, get to look for wealth, you Aesir fighters." But yeah, they were like, if you want to spend a day just, poking around town, or in part poking around town. It was nice. It's some of the trips that I've done to Denver and Durango and, stuff like that. Come down here. Hello, boys and gals. But, ooh. Getting to poke around. Come on. That's fun. Can't carry anymore. Stop it. Of course I can carry more. It's just that it didn't pop in the way it should have. There we go. But yeah, it's just getting to poke around town. I know that last year when I went to Durango, I mostly stuck to the historic district. Oh, I forgot those guys up there. Come here. As I said, as I was saying, we missed a quality chest. Gimme, gimme, gimme! Yeah. Got to poke around, got to explore some. And like I said, I do want to go back to Durango again, and I'm planning to do it. And while I'm thinking about it, we need to go decant ourselves some loot here. Just quickly seeing if I hadn't missed anything on this side and all that. All right. Let's quickly access that. Yeah, it's. I kind of got thinking about the Sarah Bohol series. It's most unfortunate that, as I said, the author J.A. Pitsey unfortunately had this very rare genetic disorder. I don't remember what it was. Off the top of my canopy. I'm going to hold on to that because even though it is not green, it has high armor, the Fit 5.0, and plus 80 health regen per second. Definitely want to hold on to that. Yeah, he had unfortunately he had a the disorder he had was unfortunately one that was not really curable. Because something, some stuff to build, something, I don't remember what it was off the top of my canopy, but basically caused, that's fairly decent. 4.0 and 6 health regen, 60% health regen. It's not bad. But I want the armor level. Ooh, that was nice. It's nice in its own way. Got some of that. Got a lot of that stuff off cam, or similar sort of stuff off cam. It's not bad. Oh, 2.73 mil. Nice. Back to Asgard. I'm slowly starting to really be able to start to save up some money here, guys, to be able to start to be able to hold on, just finally be able to get into the process of getting new monitor stuff and all that. Like I said, I knew it was going to be taking a while. Because, of course, like I said, let's see this bow. I think we'll hold on to that bow. We'll hold on to it. Just curious. Fortunately, the walls too. I wasn't sure if I could somehow glitch my stuff through the wall. Hello there, Valkyrie. I'm really hoping this upcoming week, we can get get into some VC4 action. Really hope we can get into some VC4 action this week. I would very much like to. For wealth, Valkyries! Oh, excuse me, but it felt good. It's just, life has just been so, the last few weeks. It's a case of I've been either haven't had the motivation, or I just want to sleep. It's like not the easiest thing to have a physically, mentally, emotionally demanding job and be able to stream. That is why I've been trying to take care of myself. Come here, dude. Yeah, I'm finally getting to the point where I can really start paying off some of these IRL bills I've been having to pay for. So and there's still a pain. There's still a pain. IRL always comes first, guys. And the important bills is what comes first. Of course, I just come on. There we go. Yeah, it's unfortunately a case of, IRL sucks. Always comes first. Come on, stupid. Yeah, slowly getting some money saved up. And taking advantage of some of the overtime I've been getting to actually further pay down these bills that I've got. Which will, of course, as much as I would want to save some of the money now, at the same time, if I can get them paid off just that little bit faster, is always a good thing. Oh, hello. No, I have been able to get a little bit of extra money stowed away. So a little bit of that extra money from that overtime set into some savings so as that, it'll be there to not only help me either A, pay off the bills I gotta pay, or B, just sit there in my savings account and give me that little bit of extra interest money. Oh, hello. Yeah, being stuck back on one monitor sucks. Sucks with a capital S. Just a second here, guys. I will need to double check. What time is it? Okay. Let me get a. Because I didn't get a good reference for good reference time. Like I said, I've been stuck. I've been doing two monitors for so long that being back on one makes it a lot harder to do stuff. been able to a little bit of extra money stowed aside. Great feast for you yesterday, not great feast for you right now there, son. Excuse me, but it felt good. It's not quite right now, guys. I just really want some good equipment here to be able to do our. What? Knowing we're coming up to Rebirth Fountain here, PDQ. Come here, dudes. Stop trying to run away. We might do a partial, ooh, hello. Do a partial burn of, Electrum. Norse Bracers of Guile. It's kind of nice. Another Valkyrie. I think we might. Oh, that's a glitch. There's. Whoa! Super glitch, guys. Look at all that. This is a definite warning sign, guys. This should not be happening. The game should not be graphically glitching. There's not much of a shield there, Valkyrie. The game should not be physically glitching out this bad. A little bit, maybe like this little bit right there. Yeah, just a little bit. Not that bad of a glitching. Yeah, it should not be glitching out that. Should not be like that. It should not be glitching out that bad. Want to check, try something here. Let's just see if going out and coming back. No, it didn't reload it. We're gonna anti-dum-dum here, guys. Yeah. Dum-dum, dum-dum, dum-dum stuffs. Reload the game here. See, like I said, part of me is just so used to, it's easy to forget at times how much of a hassle it is being on one monitor. And all that jazz. So what we'll do, like I said, I wanted to err on the side of caution. We'll reload the game here. Some goat juice. There we go. That's better. Now, yes, we'll have lost out on stuff. We'll never know what that stuff may or may have not have been. But we always get a random thing. For wealth, Valkyrie. There we go. But in this case, it actually helps us out. Allows for a little bit of additional grinding. See what other stuff could we potentially get my sappy little twig fingers on. We'll just do a little bit here, then we'll go do a partial drawdown of our Electrum. We'll also, ooh, that's an idea. All right, let's go ahead here. We'll do this partial drawdown of Electrum. Let us head over here to Greece. We'll go to Helos. take care of these two satyrs. Get their Electrum. Trying to decide which of the... Oh, hello. I definitely want to do the Scandian, but do I want to do Epic? That'll do. That'll do. Bring us just under 1 million. Oh, Talk of the Ancestors. Ooh, some of this stuff I don't know if I... Ooh. Ooh! Sexy! Ooh, set stuff! Ooh! Yes, 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 yes! Ooh, some of this stuff looks sexy! Yes, yes. Ah! Didn't mean for you to do that. Ooh. Yes. I know I got that, so I don't need to really worry about it. Love the I'm not sure if I have that helmet right there. I'm not sure if I do. It's about time for us to go ahead and take a break, so do not give me this donkey dung. Let's go ahead here. Yes. Oh, wait, that's right. We're gonna... Don't be a dum-dum tree. We're gonna cycle the game anyway while I'm on break. Excuse me. But it felt good. But it felt good. Because it has poison resistance. Yeah. I don't know why. Oh. Ooh. Ah, that. don't know why, but I just started thinking of Planet Base again. Well, more specifically in this case, Planet Base 2. I know we've played Planet Base before on stream. And, knowing that Planet... Don't tell me I can't hold anymore when I know I can hold more! Silly game. Want that. Column regeneration. Interesting. Yes, Planet Base 2 is it's currently in developed by Aduga Works, as if I'm remembering how to say their name correctly. And basically, it is and very much going to be an enhanced version of the original Planet Base that we played on stream. And it's because it was in my Steam feed. Got recommended in my Steam feed. That's the reason I bought it. And I know we didn't get through the last planet that we could explore. Set up a base on because of how challenging it was. But at the same time, it was very interesting. Overall, it's like I said, I have to say that I gotta say that the desert planet was not only the easiest to play, but I think it was also my favorite. The other few planets in the game were worth playing, but it's a case of at the same time, it's I really like the desert planet. Anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead here and take our break. So yeah, everybody, let's go ahead and stand up. Everybody, stand up, stretch, get something to eat, get something to drink. Use the restroom. I'll see y'all here in a few minutes. Okay, guys, Tree is back, but before we go back diving into TQ, I just want to kind of go over a little bit about Planet Base 2. Sorry for the extra momentary delay in getting back, but distractions. Wanted to take care of stuff. But, yeah, it is currently set for Q1 of next year, so sometime with first quarter of 2027. So sometime in the next 9 months, it will be released. So most recent update was June 4th of last month, the 4th of last month, Thursday. It's much like the original game, command a group of space sailors establishing a base on a remote world. Build your base, mine resources, grow food, research tech, survive disasters, experience what near future humans might be up against. Planet B PB2 features a unique blend of RTS, city building, and survival. You design and automate your base at a high level as much as possible. When required, you control individual people, robots, or materials. Colonize solar system, Mars, and worlds beyond. Each location is posing its unique and increasing difficult challenge. Make use of in situ, in place resources to create self-sustaining colony, harvest regolith, mine metals, establish manufacturing, do what it takes for your colony to survive and thrive. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. Here's the trailer. We're not going to worry about playing it, but the aesthetic, as you can tell from this screenshot right here, it's very much like the original game. You can see like solar panels, energy collection, various domes. I got water tower right there, spaceship. Has a lot of the same aesthetic. Here's a biodome, obviously. You can see various foods being grown here. But they also have some new stuff. You can see got a transport vehicle right there. Here's some other stuff. We got some sort of atomic reactor right here. Some probably fission reactor. Got something a little bit more familiar here. A canteen with food production. Some of our denizens are eating, or this guy right here taking a drink. Got another view of the base. We got they have vehicles in this one. You have more than just spaceships landing. And going. You can actually control ships to haul stuff around. Look at that. Got a personnel carrier right here. So yeah, it's like part of me is much excited for this game. I'm hoping that it'll be good. I want them, of course, Madruga Works. I want them to do a good job. This is a shout out to them, a non-sponsored shout out. Just want them to go guys, make a good game. Overall, I had a very enjoyable experience, of having played the game on stream. So, like I said, it'll be sometime in Q1 2027 that the PB2 will be released. Let me go ahead and get TQ2. Not TQ2. We're not doing TQ2 yet. Waiting for it to get out of its stuff. Need to get for TQ1 to be launched. There we go. Tree, use your words. And let us toggle Ragnarok. Since that is what we are doing. But yes, part of me is much excited about PB2, Planet Base 2. We will spend some of this gold that we got at some point. But for the time being, let us grind for loot. Come on. part of me is, as said, much excite for PB2. I know that it's the Ravens will not have me, son. Come on here, Valkyrie. Don't be a spoiled sport. But I think it was because the reason it popped into my feed all that time ago was because I had made it was because of some of the similarity between the city building stuff and some of the RTS stuff I've done, like Age of Empires 2 and Age of Mythology. Is because it has traits of both, RTS and city building. That's probably why it popped into my feed on Steam, and I was like, yeah, something that has science. And like I said, I've had a certain amount of fun with it. And knowing that they're developing Planet Base 2, Madruga Works, all the shout-outing out to them. You guys are just adding to my stuff. For wealth, Valkyrie! You cannot stop me. I am a one-dame army. Oh my god, seeing that amount of gold we just picked up has got me thinking about the Crazy Eights. It's for those of you who do not know, the Crazy Eights was a train event. God, I don't remember what year it was. I'm blanking out. But forgot to do that. Department of Duh. But basically a CSX. Ooh. Interesting. Interestingly named thing. Yes. Yeah. Sure. So, hello. Construct a Guardian of Valhall. Give me your loot, son. Yeah, it was because it was quite similar to the city building and RTS stuff. Is undoubtedly that's why it popped up in my feed on Steam all that time ago, and part of me was like, ooh, city building in space? Ooh. Alright, since we're here in Valhalla itself, we can re-enable sound. They're just giving me more baddies to bash. And thereby more loot to acquire. Please don't be a Loki chest. Thank you. Speaking of Loki, that just brought up into my canopy. Ooh. That just brought it up into my canopy recollection of the first Avengers movie, where the Avengers are taking on Loki, and they've been the groups has been brought together, and Loki's trying to deal with trying to take the Tesseract and all that, and no, he's got the scepter. He's got the scepter, which has the Tesseract in it, the Mind Stone or whatever. Yeah, it's been so long since I saw the movie, but I'm thinking of the part where they're in Stark Tower, and Loki is talking to Hulk, and he goes, "I am a god. You will bow down and worship me." And then Hulk picks him up and starts doing his Hulk stuff, smashing Loki around. Throws bashes him into the floor, and he goes, "Puny god." And Loki's all like, sort of thing. Oh my god. That was perfectly. That could have been more weirdly timed, guys. Couldn't have been more weirdly timed. Loki chest. Yeah, it's like I just found myself thinking about how Loki was like, ooh, to being, thrown about like Hulk like a rag doll, and he's like, oh, in in uh in whatever floor of Stark Tower that is. It's like, oh. As I've said, I haven't really watched much of the MCU since Infinity War, or Endgame, I should say. Seen a couple of the movies. So the movie buff coworkers very much looking forward to Avengers Doomsday with Doctor Doom. Another Loki chest. Whoa! Ooh! Assassin's Harness! The sound effect trigger there, and I was like, oh. For wealth, dude! It's garbage. But like me, he's also looking forward to the Dune Part 3. What did we just pick up? Oh, Light of Belenus, huh? Like me, movie buff coworkers also looking forward to Dune Part 2, Dune Part 3. Just giving me more baddies to bash. For wealth, dude. You will not defeat me so easily. I'm just really hoping I can get myself to the point to where we can have a Valkyria Chronicles 4 stream some point this week. So it's just, even though work is becoming a little bit easier for the time being, it is still a huge pain in the arse. Indeed, for loot? Yes! Alright, let's see here. I had this gut feeling that this guy right here was going to be a Loki chest. Had this gut feeling that was going to be a Loki chest. I'll buy that darn thing. Definitely want that. That might be... Not sure if that's going to be worth it, though. Leave you in peace when I'm done doing trading stuff with you. Turn glitch out there, of course. Just a sec here, guys. I gotta double check where we are time-wise. So, because I forgot to mentally note where we were on break. So we'll go ahead and enough time for me, lady. There we go. Not interesting enough. Okay. Let's go ahead here. We'll head over here to Gadir. Go ahead and I'll mute so I don't blow headphones users out. Oh, I forgot to put away my potions. Silly tree. Come on. Most of the stuff we already got. Excuse me, but it felt good. Yeah, it's not worth keeping. Yeah. Well, excuse me again, but it still felt good. I'm not going to worry too much about the relics that we got on our person. Just going to go ahead and sell those. Go ahead and re-enable sound for the time being. Now that we're done doing the spam clipping of the Orbeez. Sorry, I had to stretch some of my limbs and part of my trunk there. All right. All right, save. I'm gonna. Oh boy. Just a sec, guys. I quickly gotta go use a little trees room. Just a second. Okay, guys, sorry about that. It was one of these things of, you get. I thought I was done, and then, it was like, oh, tree, you're not done yet, son. And I'm like, darn, why, tree body, why? We went to the little trees room earlier. Why do you have to be so inconveniencing right now? Why right now? All right. We'll head back here. Let's see where we should be based there at the. Okay. You know what? Let's take a few moments here. Just to do some fun in here. 2 feet, Valkyrie. Ooh. Come on, pick up the thing. Thank you. Oh, and we need to pick up back our stuff up too. Our chests. Not chests. Potions! Potions! Don't be a dum-dum tree. Be less of a dum-dum tree. Yeah, we'll just go over the portal over here. Oh, we forgot to do the... And I'd like to do some reading. Part of me wants to do some reading right now. All right. Come on. Loki chest. Non-Loki chest. Oh, gosh darn it. Nothing but golden potions. Ah, what a ripoff. Well, boys. Give me your loot, sons. You're a mage. You're dead, son. You are just giving me more baddies to bash, Valkyries. You're not much of one, Valkyrie. She said I am Woden Shield, so that's why I said what I said. Well, we're starting to build back up our stuff here. It's definitely a good thing that You might be a Woden's shield there, Valkyrie, but you're not much of one. And part of me is wanting to go over and just have a little bit of fun. Distraction quest, of course, and for a little bit at least, get some extra Electrum. Of doing the stuff outside of the palace there for the Eternal Embers. $52, $592, 104. It's like 212. I mean 112. 112 for standard baddies on this will not have me. What the? How did I just saw that my account was. Did I not? Did I accidentally sell it or did I not pick it up? I don't remember which. Oh, chest loot! Give me the loot! That is thus. There we go. Thos Glory. I was like, that is thus loot. Let's just quickly go over here to the Summer Palace. Just do a little bit of stuff out here. Want the extra Electrum. Said I've been doing a little bit of stuff here in this campaign over this past week. Partly for some loot, but mostly for Electrum. 168. Just get one of them. 280, 168 plus 112 is 280. Huion Kui. You know, it's a little bit of a disappointment in my opinion. That's we're back, you know, for the Eternal's Embers campaign, that we get like Imhotep back and one or two of the other original game characters, but we don't get Phaon. We at least have a reference, but it would have been bloody nice if they had, you know, been able, you know, if they had actually included her as part of the stuff in this campaign. It would have, you know, gained those few extra little bits of points. But did that happen? No. No, it did not. No happy. Not happy in this regard. of how they have the giant Karkinosi models there, but they're, you know, they're already dead. Well, on me all you want there, Chartle. You're not gonna get much. But I get much on you there, son. That part of me just really wishes it had been possible to have had Phaon actually, you know, reappear, even with a new VA. Really sucks with being on one monitor, guys. Said I'm gonna be taking a look see at the tech store and see what I could potentially do about doing like a 3 monitor setup. So, you know, having, you know, like you know, if I imagine, you know, split it in half this way, half, and then half it, a third, you know, half this way, and then subdivide this half into half again. So 1 monitor here, 1 monitor here, big monitor up here. Because that way, you know, if I could do it like that, that would be better. But that is just, you know, one option. If I can ease some of the logistics in that regard, it'll make it a little bit easier. Because, as said, I would just honestly like to be able to have, you know, oh, hello. have, you know, like split in half, have a nice big monitor right up here, and then, you know, 2 smaller monitors right here. That way I wouldn't have to worry about buying too much of a new setup for dual monitor setup. Anyway, I'm about all TQ'd out, guys, so we'll go ahead and stream. I mean, stuff and all that. I do apologize for saying stream. More or less ending on time, so I do appreciate everybody who has come out. If you're watching here on, I almost said Twitch. I was like, this is not Twitch. This is YouTube. If you're watching here on YouTube at youtube.com/Osage Gaming, please remember to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon. For notifications. It really does help. Also, make sure to follow over on Twitch at twitch.com/OsageOrange. It really does help. Sorry, my canopy is just going there. I'm trying to remember to get the link to the Sarah Bohall series while I'm thinking about it. But yeah, hopefully sometime this week, can try to get some VC4, Valkyria Chronicles 4 stuff going. If I can. Would be very, very nice if I can. Like I said, it's IRL is just, I've been trying to take care of myself, and mentally and physically it's just been, I don't have the energy to really be able to do the stream stuff I want to, but, you know, yeah. But hopefully we can make some stuff happen. That would be, of course, nice and all that jazz, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully we will have another episode of City Building Saturdays on Saturday and City Skylines. I've been meaning to do that. Of course, again, this past week and this past Saturday, it was just one of these, tossing and turning in tree bed, couldn't get to sleep, blah, blah, blah. But at least I got this in, so anywho, guys. And of course, hopefully next Sunday, we'll have another episode, late Sunday, into early Monday. Hopefully have another episode of Titan Quest: The Loot Grind before we move on to Let's Play Titan Quest Season 4. Excuse me, but it felt good. In the interim, may you guys have fair weather, bountiful water, and secure soil. I'll see y'all later.